What is going on, everyone? My name is Dylon57, and today I am doing the second part of my tutorial series for resource operations, or ResOps. This video is going to be a little bit different because in this specific tutorial, I'm going to have to show you how to do the GK clip. Now, the GK clip, that involves enemy AI. It's going to involve me, resetting multiple times. So the way that we're going to do it is I'm going to show you clips and I'm going to explain the clips. Some are going to be in slow motion, some are going to be full speed, but it's going to give you an idea of the full way to get through it, and I'm going to stop and explain at certain points how to do everything. So here at the beginning of the level, we're kind of in this auto-scroller type room. We can't skip this door, unfortunately. It is on a timer. But what I'm going to show you is a way to get through the door slightly faster. It'll save you a little bit of time. And yeah, all you have to do is as soon as the door opens, you're going to scroll wheel and crouch through the opening in the door. So here it is. Jump and crouch. No big deal, just immediately uncrouch on the other end. Let me show you that again. Door opens, jump and crouch. Easy peasy, saves a little bit of time, not super hard, just a little bit of tech that I thought that you should know going forward if you really want to maximize that. And here I'm going to show you the full route. So we're going to go around here, shoot this barrel, and we're going to always look left. Looking left prevents the imps from spawning. We shot off the zombie's arm, shot it once in the body, and killed the guy behind it. We move, butt shot, jump, jump, and GK. Just like that, right through the door. Alright, I'm going to show you this again, but this time we're going to do everything in slow-mo. I am using Jerry's Trainer's time tool. We shoot the barrel, we're always looking left, and my movement looks a little funky, but that's because I am playing in slow-mo right now. If you get hit by the zombie, not the end of the world. We're going to kill the guy behind him, shoot off his arm, and put one in the torso. And then you'll see here, I kind of settle into this crevice in that door. That gives you a really consistent setup for this trick. So now we're just going to wait for this guy to show up. And you'll see as soon as he approaches that line, we're just going to move out of the way so he won't hit us. Butt shot, jump, jump, GK. And this time I didn't get all the way through the wall, but that's fine. We can just wiggle on through. And we made it. Here, let me show you that one more time. Zombie approaches. We move. Butt shot when his arm comes down. Jump, jump, and GK. And then wiggle through the wall like that. So it does take some time to get used to that whole setup, but honestly it's just practice and repetition. Even then, sometimes you'll still miss it. But now I'm going to show you an alternative way to do this trick. It's called a slow animation GK. There are two different animations that you can get when you do this trick. So when you're first starting out, if you're like, oh, I can't get the fast animation, I can only get this slow animation, that's what this next one's going to be for. Okay, show you this one more time. Walking on through. Making sure never to look to the right. Don't want those imps to spawn. Get it set up just exactly the normal way, except this time we're going to shoot him straight in the back as soon as we turn around. Look up toward there, and then as we slide over, we're going to slide all the way to that line, and just wiggle on through. Okay, let me show you that one more time. Okay, shoot him in the back, look up, and as soon as we hit that other line, boom, GK. Just like that, and wiggle on through. Now, I'm going to show you this GK in slow-mo. However, whenever you're using the slow-mo tool, it doesn't show you the exact setup. So if you need to, pause the video, rewatch that section, so you can see exactly where my cursor is whenever you do the slow animation GK. Basically, whenever you're moving, it sets your character into the exact position that you would need to be in order to do the GK if you were looking at the zombie. It would be right when its head is falling down. But that kind of takes some of the guesswork out of it if you get your timing properly. We wait for the approach. Then as soon as he hits the line, we move. Shoot him in the back. Get in the proper position. And you'll notice what I was saying here in just a second, how it didn't go all the way over to that line. But fortunately, because I know the timing, I managed to make it through the wall anyway. Okay. And now, next up, I'm going to show you a couple of common scenarios that can happen when you're attempting to do this trick. One of them, inescapable. The other one, there's totally a backup. So here I'm going to show you what happens if you pop up into the door frame. I'm just going to approach here. Alright, jump, jump. And see, this time it looks like I got it, but I popped up into that door frame. Just go ahead, load checkpoint. No point in even trying at that point. I think Creeper Hunter said there is a way to get out of that, but I'm not sure. And this is an example of if you miss the first GK. I'm going to purposefully miss this first GK so I can show you the backup. And the reason why I shoot the barrel so early is so that this guy will still be there. You just go ahead and set it up. It loses like 10 to 15 seconds. Not really a big deal. Boom. And we got the GK. Alright, and now that we're here, what we're going to do is we're going to jump onto some invisible terrain right over here. You're going to line up your crosshair with that yellow dot there in the horizon. And then all you're going to do is jump up here. Next, we're going to walk up next to this wall and see right here next to this, there's a little bit of invisible terrain. We're just going to hop up, and now we're on top of this little invisible bit. And we're going to be lined up to where we can't see this wall anymore so we can make our next jump. But we're going to be right here on this invisible bit. Next, we're going to line up our crosshair about right there, and we're going to do a scroll wheel jump over to this next area. Just like that. Now we're on top of this platform. Now we're going to do an extendo grab to pick up this machine gun. This is very, very important. If you don't pick this up, then you won't be able to do the run, essentially. We use the micro missile mod, which we'll pick up in the next level for a lot of different tricks throughout the run. So here I'm just going to spam scroll wheel, and I'm going to spam E. And again, you're going to get a feeling for this as you do extendo grabs. Right, just like that, we grab the assault rifle. The next step is we're going to jump over here next to this container thing and get in this little corner. We're going to get all the way in the corner, just as far as we can go. And we're going to line up our crosshair about right here. As long as you're looking this way, you're pretty fine. And here we're going to use space bar to jump. It's very important that you use spacebar because the scroll wheel will give you too many jumps and you'll jump too high because we have to clip through some terrain here. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold W, we're going to jump, we're going to jump again, and then we're going to spam jump a whole bunch until we get over here. I'll show you again. Jump, jump, jump. Right? And if you fall down here, there is a backup strat where you can paperclip through a wall, but honestly, it's incredibly difficult. It's really hard to do. I wouldn't even try it, honestly, because more than likely you're just going to reset if you fall through the floor here, which does happen sometimes. Okay. So the next step is we're going to get lined up to jump up to this area, and in order to do that, we're going to line up about right here, okay? And once we're right here, we're going to press W and scroll wheel jump, and we'll grab onto a little invisible ledge. Just like that. Okay. The next step is before we move, we're going to scroll wheel jump and press forward to grab onto this ledge. Right? And make sure that you continue to look forward, because now we're going to shoot our pistol in order to time how far we go, because we can't see anything and we have to use the shots for our timing. There are a couple different ways to time this, but I prefer the 12 shot method where you shoot 12 times. You can also input 5 melee attacks like that, depending on your preference. But here, I'm just going to start walking forward, and I'm going to shoot 12 times. Okay? Now that I've shot 12 times, I'm going to look over to my right, and you'll see that little bit of orange veiny nonsense over there. That means that you are in the right spot. And we're going to look about where this building is down this way, because now we're trying to jump on top of some little boxes that are over there. What we're going to do is we're going to walk forward just a little bit and jump. Oop, flipped into the wall. That happens sometimes. Jump. Alright. And we made it onto this box. And we're just going to jump along these boxes until we get to the end of the level. Have to be very, very careful because sometimes you can clip through the floor. I'll actually show you an example of that. If you land on these grates here, like you land in this box and you try to jump and stuff, sometimes you'll get stuck or you'll fling out. Especially if you're like not actually on top of the box, you'll just fall through the level here. And in which case, you know, like I said, there is a backup paperclip here, but it's basically not worth doing. So yeah, you'll just want to be really careful. Do like one tick of your scroll wheel and just jump over there. I'll show you that again. Just jump, 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 and jump. There we go. All right. After you pop out of here, you can attempt to extendo grab this button. You're not going to get it all the time, but it does help you in the level slightly faster. And that's with every button in the game. You can try to get an extendo grab off, but if you're not trying to go for some crazy world record pace time, then it's not super, super crucial. And as far as a level, that's pretty much it. I hope that this explanation has been adequate. If you have any questions, please let me know. GK clips are one of the hardest things to kind of wrap your head around whenever you're first learning the run. So don't worry, you'll get it. You'll get it with practice. Try the fast one, try the slow one, whichever one you prefer is totally fine. Thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.